Well, hello again, my friends. Today's activity is another kindness challenge. We are still doing the kindness challenge of making cards for our senior citizens. Today I'm going to show you a stenciling technique. So you're going to need a few pieces of paper. You're going to need a stiffer piece of paper for cutting your stencils out, some pens, pair of scissors, your leftover paint. We should still have some paint left over, and a round brush if you can find one. If not, you can use your smaller brush. It'll just take you a little bit longer. So gather up your stuff. I'll meet you back here in 5 minutes, and it'll be more Art-Tastic time with Ms. Fawn. That's me. Hope you're having fun. I'll see you in just a minute. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to make a stencil. So just get yourself a stiff piece of paper. Any kind of paper really will do, but stiff works a little better for doing stencils. So on this one, I'm going to make it a circle, but I don't want to close off the circle. I want to put a lightning bolt in the middle. So we're not going to cut this part. And so the way I do it is you can take a pen or a marker or a ballpoint pen or a pair of scissors. Sorry. Fold a little piece of it. Get you a cut started on the inside of your design. Okay, so that gives you a place for your scissors to go in. So we're going to cut out the inside of this design. So that means we're going around this way. If you need help with this part, have your mom or dad help you, or maybe an older sister or brother. We don't want anybody hurting themselves with the scissors, right? So you just cut out your design. Mine's the circle with the lightning bolt in it. And you can do hearts, you can do stars, you can do any kind of design that you think you can draw, okay? So see, that's half of it. And fold this other side. Just make a little cut out of the middle, being careful not to go past our lines. And that gives you a spot for your scissors to go in. So you can cut to the edge. As you can see, I'm still working out some of the kinks in my videos. I have to do all of these projects before I can tape them for you, just to make sure that I'm doing it right and that I'm ready for taping these videos. I know I'm a little awkward in them, and I apologize. I'm not used to sitting around, just feels like I'm just sitting around talking to myself all the time. That used to be a sign of people being crazy. So as you can see, that's how that stencil turned out. So go ahead and cut yourself a few stencils. Get your paper ready, your paint, get some water, get a rag, and I'll see you back here in just a few. All right, guys, now that we've got all our stuff gathered up, I took 2 pieces of paper and I folded them in half. And on one of them, I went ahead and cut out a fun border. So I am just going to glue that right on the edge. And for our seniors, that helps them see where the edge is. Some of them don't have the best vision anymore. And we want these to be easy for them to open. So I just took my glue and put it on there. And I'm just going to lay that right on the edge. Just slightly press it down. And as you can see, that makes a really pretty border. When they open it up, it's got this fun design. So I'm going to lay my paper flat, and I am going to pick one of my colors. I also got some water out and some paper towels to dry my brush on. So what we're going to do is we're just going to dab a little bit of that paint, and then make sure you get all the extra off. I go ahead and so I grab one of my stencils that I made. You lay your stencil down there, And then you take your partially dry brush and you just dab it on there like this until you fill up the whole stencil. Being careful when you pick it up that you don't mess up your design, right? So you can take these and you can put as many as you want on there. You don't have to fill all the paint in. See, if you leave it kind of light and spotty, then you get that effect. You can change colors of paint. Just make sure that you dry your brush off really, really well in between the colors, okay? That's why I have a towel here, so that I can make sure that brush is pretty dry. Okay, so next I'm gonna take some yellow. And I'm gonna do a little heart right next to that one. So you barely get any paint on your brush, remember. Wipe off the excess, dab it on a paper towel so that it's kind of dry and not a lot of paint. Then just dab it in there, holding your stencil in place. And carefully lift it up. You can move it to another spot. Carefully lift it up. Then we want to let that dry. We can also do some of the stencils on the inside. And these will be in the background underneath what you're writing in your card for your senior citizen friend. You know, I'm just gonna pick up a little bit of that purple on my brush with my yellow. Let's see what that does. So you can add as much or as little paint as you want with your stencils. See? All right, so get to stenciling. Make sure you let them dry. And when we're done, we'll come back here and see how it's going. So, as you can see, this makes it really easy to make cards. It's fun. It's being creative. So once your paint dries, go ahead and write a little something special to our senior citizens. Don't forget to return these to the club. Anytime your parents pick up your activity bags, you can send them back. We'll put them in a box. We'll enter your name in a drawing. Remember, I have 2 prizes. I have a rocket set and I have a Monopoly game. And you can enter to win those prizes by just returning your cards for our senior citizens. I'd like to cheer them up in this hard time. They're not allowed any visitors. And, you know, if you're home with your family, you're not that lonely, but you might be missing your friends. So just think how they feel. You might have a great grandma in there. You might have a grandma in there. You might know somebody who has somebody in there. So let's brighten their day. Let's do our little card kindness challenge. This is the 2nd time that I've challenged you to make a card. I would like to see more cards coming back to the club. As soon as I have enough gathered up, I will draw somebody's name for one of the prizes, and we will get these delivered to our senior citizens, and hopefully we'll brighten their day a little bit. So remember to stay tuned for more Art-Tastic time with Ms. Fawn. Don't forget to clean up your mess. I'll be cleaning up my mess here in just a minute. Don't forget to lay your newspaper down so you don't make a big mess on Mom and Dad's table. Get out and get some exercise. Eat good. Wash your hands. I love you guys. I'll see you next time. Bye.